Hi and welcome back in my studio today. I have drawn a human eye, so I also like to draw portraits, not only animals, with pastels, and it was really fun to draw that large human eye. I show you today how I've drawn it step by step in a time-lapse lesson. I have put the speed up a little bit to make it interesting to watch, and I explain everything I have done and give you tips and tricks, so enjoy it. If you would like to watch the full lesson, it's available as a tutorial too. You can find the link below in the description, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you would like to get notifications about the next video. Now let's get started. If you would like to draw the full version of this time-lapse tutorial, you can get the 6-hour in-depth drawing lesson via the link below. I explain every step slowly and clearly, and you also receive the full color list, the reference photo, and a ready-to-use line art drawing. So discover the magic of drawing with pastels. The first step is the black pupil, plotting in black and blend it well, and then I use different pastel pencil colors, yellow here. I use pit pastel pencils from Faber-Castell and also Capucellos from Stabilo, and plot in here, so with stripes around the pupil, yellow, and then blend it well. I have also sketched in the highlight area that I know where to build up then the highlight, and here I plot in a white underpainting and add a bit turquoise color on top. The white should cover the brown paper better, and then I add also green and blend these colors together. You can so easily blend the pastel pencils together, and this is such a fun thing when you're working with the pastel pencils. I really love them. I've been falling in love with them since I have tested them the first time. And here I use dark green and add dark green strokes, some longer ones and some shorter ones, over the base layer of this beautiful human eye. It's the first time I draw such a large human eye, and I must say I really enjoyed drawing this. It was such a pleasure to draw this a little bit larger eye, and between all the animal portraits it was really fun to do a human eye. So I think you will enjoy that too, and with that larger size we really can bring in so many details and layers and colors. Here I add a bit orange, brown, and then I bring in more green, dark lines into the eye, little dots, little strokes. I always encourage my students in Animal Art Club to use very little pressure and in my lessons. By the way, you also can buy the full lesson of this human eye in the link above and below in the description. So you can buy it, and I teach you step by step how to draw it with tips and tricks. You also get a material list and a line art drawing that you can use for your sketch, and it is totally narrated. And here in this time lapse you see how I build up all the layers and what colors I use and so on. In the full version of this lesson I also explain you the brand of the pencils better and what are the numbers of the colors and so on. But of course you cannot just choose your own too. So it's always important to draw many layers. I'm using pastel matte paper, as said in many videos before, and this allows so many layers. It is really so fun. And here in this time lapse you see how many layers I really draw. You can draw up to 10, 15, 20 layers on that pastel matte paper without that your layers smear and smudge, without that your colors are mixed into each other, because the paper holds really well the pastel pigment. Then let's draw the white around the eye. Remember that also a white here, the white human eye is never white. You see I use here blue, and I also darken it down with gray, because it is not white. White can have so many different values in there. A bit pink, flesh color, a bit yellow, cream. And it's more important really to bring in also here shadows and different gray values and colors in. Here, when you draw the white, only white, it would look like a graphic and flat, and to make it three-dimensional and realistic, you have to darken the white down, and then you are also able to add some highlights. Here I add a bit of the flesh color and white, and then after blending, everything darkens down, and on the paper stamp I pick up a little black. Do you see that here? Pick up a little bit black from the outline of the iris and create a gray. Then let's also draw this inner eye corner here with different pinks and flesh color tones, and mix the colors together and blend well. You can create so beautiful soft transitions, very, very easy with pastels. The medium really is perfect for that, and the pastel pencils have so vibrant colors, and you really can create a great contrast and blend it so easily into each other. So the darks together with the lighter colors and create these transitions. Here I plot in a bit black, and then I blend over with the paper stamp again, add shadows, add darks, and then also highlights and brighten up some parts. Everywhere where light hits the subject, I add here a little bit of lighter color, and then also where the shadows are, add darker colors and little veins. In eyes you often see these red little thin lines, these veins. Plot in a bit violet brown and always soften it a little bit. So here you see an ugly stage with black, and then I blend it with the paper stamp, and it's soft and smooth. This is so nice when you see then how everything comes together on your drawing. And with white you can really bring in here so beautiful highlights, and your eye looks then really wet, like some so glossy water parts when you see here the contrast, right? So and then let's draw the skin around the eye with different flesh color tones. I also like to combine flesh color with a cream, so a light vanilla yellow, and different so pinky fleshy violet colors. Plot in a bit around the eye here where the skin is and the eyelid. And I also like to use for skin colors orange tones and brown tones, so flesh colors and these terracotta pinky colors and brown tones. So don't hesitate to use browns when you're drawing human portraits, when you're drawing skin. So, and it's also important here really to get different kinds of values. Light pink flesh color, darker shadow areas in brown, highlight areas with white or a light yellow, and then I blend again everything together very gently to make the skin soft. Add another layer. You can also blend with the pastel pencils or use pastel pencils like glazing, so like you're doing with watercolors or acrylics, that you use very little pressure, like you would use a watercolor with a lot of water, and then the layers are transparent. You can also do that with the pastel pencils, using them layer over some areas with very little pressure. Here I add some wrinkles with a cinnamon color and with a brown, and blend over that they are not too dark. With the paper stamp, the blending tool, you always can blend over and make them softer and take out the contrast, the sharpness a bit. And so you also add here these little wrinkles. You know, human skin, especially in such a large size is not so smooth, and here I add some cells, highlights on the skin cells with a flesh color, so little dots or stains, and then more highlights with white. So I go here over with white and add some highlights near the shadow wrinkles, and on each cell of the skin a highlight. The more highlights are on the right side, and it's more shadow on the left. Then let's also draw the skin below the eye. I plot in cinnamon and a lighter flesh color and also yellow cream, and mix orange into it, so an orange ochre. And then I blend these layers together. Here I add a bit black where the shadow part should be, and also around the eye on top, and in the corners I add a bit flesh color, beige red it is called, from the Pitt pastel pencils. I really like the Pitt pastel pencils. You can also work with Caputhellos, they are a bit softer, but for larger formats they are also great and have a brilliant color range. Here I add some layers with yellow on top too. You can mix your colors directly on the paper like you're doing with acrylic paints. So when you're painting with the pastels, you can add 1, 2, 3 layers and then take a blending tool and blend the colors together directly on the paper and mix the pigments like I'm doing here. I mix the pastel pigments here, the flesh color, the orange, brown, the yellows together, remove hard strokes that this underpainting layer of the skin looks soft, and then you can start from there and build up with more layers. Here I add a bit shadow below the lower eyelid and then blend over again, so bring in a bit dark and blend it. Then you have created here so this eyelid below the eye, and then I add here, there are again wrinkles visible in the skin and some little dots and stains. So I draw short lines, and then I add also other little details. In the lesson you can find in the link below, if you decide to purchase the full drawing lesson, you also get a reference photo for sure, plus the material color list you need with all exact colors I was using to create this eye drawing, and a line art sketch if you need that, so a line art drawing for your sketch. Here I add some fine lines downwards and then blend it. So drawing the skin also takes a while because we need many details there too. It's not only one layer with beige red and then it's done. That is not enough to make it realistic. So you have also to build these cells and the skin structure up in many layers like you're doing with fur in your animal portraits. And then add highlights here on top. Then the more layers you draw here too, the more 3D effect you can create and the more realism you can bring in your portraits. It's not so important using the right colors, more really build that up in layers and use different values, use darks and use lights. Like here I increase the contrast here a bit, the shadow part I have plotted in a bit dark brown and black, that we have here more shadow. And you always can also go over with other colors. If you want to make a part of the skin more orangey, then swipe over with little pressure with orange. Or if you want to make it more pinky, then use different flesh color tones. And here I add so many little, these are so wrinkles in the skin, little highlights, little dells in the skin. We have to use here many fine lines, dots, strokes in the layers. Here I also have increased the shadow a bit the lower part are LED, so a little bit blurry. The focus here should be really more in the middle of the drawing on the eye. The parts around can be a bit out of focus and a bit blurry that are far away, or the corners of the drawing. Here on top I add above the upper eyelid, and here I start building up again. Maybe there are little hairs around, or also wrinkles and highlights. Add more highlights here with white. What I also like to use is ivory, a special color, a very light yellow color. I also like to use that for highlights. And then I add here on top too a little bit. So brown strokes, crossing brown strokes, to also create here that skin texture with little wrinkles. Highlights, first I use brown and then let them cross and blend over, and then add with ivory some highlights, and if needed go in with the brown again between and let these lines cross and always blend over. Here I add also a bit of flesh color on top, so just go in with darks, then with lighter colors, with darker colors again, with lighters on top. And always I also suggest to take a step away from your drawing to have a look to the whole drawing. Here I add fine details, fine little hairs with white, and we don't should forget the eyelashes. Some shorter ones on the left and longer ones here on the right. This is also fun to do, but needs a bit practice. I start thicker and then end with fine thin ends, and let them also overlap and cross. So drawing the eyelashes, I draw them with two different colors here. Also a lighter color is really fun. Also on the upper eyelid we'll need eyelashes. Here you have to practice a bit and really focus on the right amount of pressure you need. So start with more pressure, and then at the end of the eyelashes always reduce pressure and make them like a curve. Don't make them straight. And also add shorter, thinner ones between the longer ones. They are not all at the same length. Here I add some highlights at the ends of the eyelashes, and finally correct some parts, remove some eyelashes I don't like. You can also correct some mistakes when you're using pastel pencils. Blend them away or overdraw them if they are not too dark. Yes, and this was then so much fun to draw this beautiful human eye. It is sparkling, it has nice eyelashes. There is a good contrast in there with darks and highlights. Finally, always I go over and add here and there details where some details are missing. Yes, and it's finished. If you would like to draw the full version of this time-lapse tutorial, you can get the 6-hour in-depth drawing lesson via the link below. I explain every step slowly and clearly, and you also receive the full color list, the reference photo, and a ready-to-use line art drawing. So discover the magic of drawing with pastels. Okay, did you like it? Did you like watching or maybe drawing this beautiful human eye? If you have any questions, pop them below in the comments. I also love to hear your feedback, your thoughts. Do you like these videos? What would you like to see next? Give me tips in the comments. I appreciate that. Okay, and then I hope I see you soon, and enjoy drawing as always.